So today, with my distinguished colleagues, the Minister for Agriculture and the Minister for Industry, I'm very pleased and proud to announce this important initiative on country of origin labelling. You can see before you exactly what we have in mind. If a product has got the green and gold kangaroo triangle, it is made or processed in Australia. If the product has the gold bar, the product is Australian.
The Australian people overwhelmingly wanted greater clarification and greater honesty in the description of where their product comes from. This was seen in its most pronounced form when it came to Australian produce, and especially the closer you got to fresh produce. What this has allowed us to do is to say to people, well, you have a free choice. We are not being parochial. You can buy whatever product you want from wherever you wish. But if you choose to say, well, I want to buy something that is underpinned by Australian phytosanitary requirements, underpinned by my desire to see our dollars go back to the Australian farm, then I have a right to do that, and I have a right to use my money that I've earned to buy that product. In the past, it was always a case of frustration where you would pick up a can and it would say something like "Made in Australia." The overwhelming sentiment of that statement was that obviously this product is Australian. Then on greater investigation, it became quite apparent it was anything but Australian. It might have been put into a can in Australia, but that's about as far as it went.
Look, there is a cost. I can't deny that. We estimate that the additional costs to Australian businesses of this labelling are $37 million a year. I should point out that there are already significant labelling costs on Australian businesses. Australian businesses are already required to have the nutritional information. They're often required to have refund information on the packaging. So it's not as if this is unheard of. What we're on about today is not substantially adding to business costs. What we're on about today is substantially adding to consumer information.
Can I add to that? Just so you, it is 1 cent. 1 cent in $5. Yeah, it's 1 cent in $5. 1 cent and $5. And when we did the analysis of the consumer's sentiment, we could see that well over, it was about 80% were prepared to accept that. So we actually went through that, and over 50% were prepared to accept up to a 5% increase. So this goes to show you that the consumer is willing to pay for better information.